Boys and girls of the world, I hope this is focused. Welcome in, Aquarius, to this reading. If you are familiar with my channel, welcome back. If you are new to this channel, welcome in. We are here to embrace you with open arms, nothing but love and authenticity in this space. So as you engage with us, just be your most authentic self wherever you are, positive, negative, or neutral on your journey. I just ask that you leave better than you came, okay? That is my wish for you. But let's go ahead and get into it. I want to know what's going on with you guys, spiritually, financially, romantically. Will you let me in? Let's see. First card out, you guys have the King of Wands. So that is the overlying energy. Very dominant. Very dominant energy. I feel like a lot of you guys are feeling extremely powerful at this time, or with the new moon that we will be experiencing within this next week or so. You will be feeling the effects of that and how powerful you feel, how much more energy you have to go forward, right? And starting this new cycle. I feel like naturally you guys are just going to be doing things or fixing things that may have been out of whack, is what I'm hearing with this new moon. The Cruise that hounds you, you have the Eight of Wands. So this is really just taking charge, or needing to take charge, you know, needing to be a little bit louder. You know, exclaim the things that you want. Profess them with confidence and know that they are yours, that they are on the way to you. You guys have a wish that you can grant, I would say, with this new moon for sure. But this is also your energy, Aquarius. So again, you are really climbing the corporate ladder. You are really gaining more, popularity, right, amongst your peers, and in your workplace setting, or just wherever you go. You are extremely magnetic right now. A lot of people want to talk to you. You know, a lot of people want to, what do they call that? Chop it up with you is what I'm hearing. A lot of people are wanting to chop it up with you, know how you've been, know what your family may have been up to, you know what I mean? Just wants to take you out and about, just to go and have different experiences. I feel like a lot of you guys are starting to wake up and wanting to live more for the thrills of life and doing things that really get your adrenaline pumping, right? And get your blood pumping here with this King of Wands and this Eight of Wands. What's wrong about the situation? We have the Tower card, margin energy. So something that is dysfunctional or just that is not stable right now, it's coming undone. Where you need more information, what came out was the Knight of Coins. And then where you end, best case scenario, you have the Empress card. So this is not a bad spread at all. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. I'm hearing swipe or no swiping. Somebody's going to try to come back. If you are in a relationship with somebody that is very attractive, you know, that has a lot of attention, maybe again this person is very popular or is rising to fame here. And if this is not somebody that you are dating, it can just be like a family member or a friend that you know that you have a pretty close relationship with. And so for some of you guys, you're struggling with what that means for your relationship, you know what I mean? Because there's going to be a shift that happens with this Tower card. There's going to be a shift that happens as far as like how often they'll be able to come home and see you, you know what I'm saying? Because they'll be out doing all these press interviews or going on tour is what I'm hearing. Somebody is very well like that star. If they aren't already aspiring to be, or like in a position where they have a platform. That's what I'm saying. So this person definitely already has a platform, and it's just slowly but surely, you know, starting to be the buzz around town. You know, this person's starting to get a lot more notoriety. And so that kind of means that you may have to fall into the background, you know what I'm saying? And admire from afar a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Not that you are any less proud, and not to say that you are jealous. Some of you though, if you're dating this person, I do feel like you're going to have to work on your insecurity, right? In your self-esteem, the insecurities that may come up. I don't feel like this person would be with you or would have chosen you if this person wasn't loyal or didn't see something in you. I don't see this person being vain, you know what I mean, to like leave you and try to feel like the grass is greener somewhere else. I feel like that's just the intention of some other people that may be trying to come in, right? Again, swipe or no swiping with this Knight of Wands that's at the bottom of the deck. A charmer. This person thinks that they have the juice, but they're just a knight. So there really isn't anything to worry about. These people that are coming in that want to get close, like up close and personal, which came through, that exact phrase came through for Scorpio. So with this Tower card that is in the most wrong position, you definitely might be dealing with a Scorpio. Somebody that's trying to get up close and personal with them. They're nothing more than just a fan. There's nothing more there than just the interest, right? And the desire to want to know on an intimate level. But much like Miss Beyonce said, you know, I don't mind being desired by many, but I want to be desired really and wholly and fully by one person. I don't feel like this person has a wandering eye at all. You can really count on them to, you know, exercise self-control if they're not in your presence. You know, when they're not around, you don't have to sit and question and worry about what trouble they could potentially be getting into. You know what I mean? This is somebody that is very loyal, that is very determined, you know, that is all about really putting themselves and those that they care about, you know, those that they may find themselves being responsible for, in a better position here. This person's just extremely mature. This person is really reliable and can exercise sound judgment. This is somebody that can exercise practicality here. The Empress is way more mature than the Knight of Wands. So you don't have to worry about, say like you have this kid that's really gifted and or talented, right? You have a prodigy, you have a star child, a star seed, right? A crystal or an indigo. If you know what those types of children are, the attributes of those types of children. And they have this insane opportunity here to do something that is just completely life altering, right? It doesn't always have to be negative. Life altering, it can be negative because there's apprehension surrounding it, but more so from like paternal, maternal figures, or whoever is the legal guardian of this person who is having or walking into this opportunity very soon here. There's just some apprehension behind it because you want to make sure, like, before this person goes, say like you can't go because you have a 9 to 5 that you have to work, and so you can't be like the momager or the dadager, you know what I'm saying? You can't be there to really protect whoever it is that is having this moment. I don't know why I keep going back to this, but this is really important. You're apprehensive because it's like, okay, well, they're only this old, you know what I'm saying? Or I know that I have only told them this much about life. I don't know if they are as prepared for how challenging or how difficult the streets can be if this is not a person and this is just energy. How manipulative and sneaky people can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, did I instill in them and teach them all the things that they really need to know to be successful? So that's what the apprehension is with the Tower card and the Knight of Coins. But you did everything that you were supposed to do, because this person is upright. This person is abundant. This person is knowledgeable, has wisdom. Okay, very mature for her age. Doesn't even have to be somebody that is already in their late 20s or 30s and up. You know what I mean? But just very, very, very mature for her age or his age. Some of you guys, there's like the apprehension with dating somebody, Aquarius, because this person that you're involved with has a lot of heavy earth placements, but I do feel like they are in a cardinal earth sign. So Capricorn is coming through, or maybe a Taurus, which is a little bit more fixed. But your apprehension is that they come off, right? The impression that you get of this person is that they're more mature for their age, but you know that it's not above them to still have very like childish and immature tendencies. You know what I mean? Like it's not above reproach for this person to have that. Or they're young and it's like, okay, yes, they may say that they want this commitment and may know what they want out of life, but they're still going to make mistakes along the way. And so it's like you trying to gauge and or determine if you have enough tolerance to sit through whatever this may be. You know what I'm saying? If this person is flirtatious, or you know they you know, they're still a little wet behind the ears, so they still need to have those life experiences and potentially maybe even sexual experiences with other people, because they may not have that. You know what I mean? And so you don't want to be depriving anybody of a full life experience and get in the way of that by partnering with you, and or vice versa, right? This can go either way. Creatively, everything looks good. Everything is going according to plan. I would just say pay attention to the finer details, and really protect whatever it is that you are working on business wise right now, and do a little bit more reading, making sure that you have all of your ducks in a row here with this Knight of Coins energy, so that it can blossom into the Empress once Mercury is stationed direct again, because we are in the period of it being retrograde. So I wouldn't really do anything impulsive, you know. Definitely think before acting. Be very thorough is what I'm hearing with this Knight of Coins energy. Now is the time to do more of the mundane tasks, the things that you may deem to be monotonous, but also if you're having that type of outlook on the work that you're doing, even if it is a part of your mission, right, a part of your life's purpose, and it's something that you are extremely passionate about, once that excitement is gone, also, because that's what's true about the situation, once the excitement is gone, then you realize just how repetitive certain things can be, the day in and day out things that you have to do to take care of and to be able to sustain, right, the assembly, the job, the relationship, what have you. You can start to see it as like something that is more boring once that excitement leaves, but then that just means that you're starting to look at whatever you're trying to tackle as a chore, and so you're needing to be a little bit more imaginative and or creative at this time. So hone in on those things. Again, do a little bit more reading up on what you're trying to do, so that you can be that expert and you can speak, you know, with your chest up, and your shoulders down and back, you know, from a place where you don't have to guess how much you know what I mean? And people want to listen to what it is that you have to say, because you're not stumbling on your words. You know what I mean? You have the empirical evidence. You have the proof to back up what you're saying. It's not just a matter of opinion. It's a matter of fact that you are speaking from. But you're also leaving room to hear other people's versions of the story and how people interpret, you know, and make sense of the world and their environment and or this relationship, right? And you're going to be keeping more of an open mind here. But while Mercury is retrograde, I wouldn't really do too many things that are progressive and moving too prematurely on anything, especially a relationship, because there's room for mistakes, right? Here, there's room for mistakes with this Tower card in the what is wrong position, where things can be misinterpreted, people can be misunderstood, there can be a lot more arguments, or right now you may not feel as attracted or secure and safe in the relationship that you currently are existing in, but some of that is of your own doing and paranoia. And again, the way that you are looking at and perceiving the situation to be, which may not be the truth of the matter. So just tread lightly here. But as far as career paths, everything looks good. If you are a doctor, gynecologist with the Empress energy, or you do things that are surrounding women's studies, that's going to be a focal point, like the woman's body, and just women's rights also here, right? So activism, that type of work, I definitely feel like some of you guys are venturing more into that type of career path, but it's not really going to take off or explode until, again, Mercury is stationed direct. Some of you guys also has a career path with the Star and the Tower card, so it's doing things that inspire you with the Star card. But with the Tower card, this is like disaster relief, which is interesting because Dallas, Texas just had some tornadoes come through the city. So if you live in a place that's like flooded, or you live in a place where there's like dilapidated homes, you might be doing that also. You might be building your own home, but a lot of you guys are going to be working with disaster relief or signing up and volunteering to help your community, you know. what's near and dear to you and what you care about, and preserving your culture, but just helping people restore what may have been lost. So that's what I have for you guys. If this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need it. But if I don't hear from you, then just do take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again, okay? Ciao.